Hi, welcome to another IELTS writing video. In this lesson we are looking at two modifiable essay structures that you can tailor to meet the needs of any task to question you face. If you find this video helpful, visit my blog at IELTS.com and join the forum where you can interact with me and other IELTS candidates at IELTSnetwork.com. IELTS Task 2 requires you demonstrate your ability to produce a logically structured piece of writing that responds effectively to a prompt. But because you are only given 40 minutes to carry out this task, it is important you enter the exam with a thorough understanding of how to structure an essay effectively. So before we begin this lesson, it is important to note that although your examiner is expecting to see structure in your writing, they are not expecting to see a certain structure. So in other words, there is no single surefire structure to an IELTS Task 2 essay. Multiple essay styles are capable of scoring perfect band 9 so long as they fulfill the IELTS writing requirements. So that said, the base structures I'm about to show you in this video are modifiable and can be tailored to meet the requirements of any Task 2 question. And I'll demonstrate how to do this through case examples in upcoming videos. But for the sake of this video, we're just going to be looking at the base structures and just the fundamentals and how each structure works. So now I've tried to graphically produce the function of each structure on the screen here. So on the left you see argument essay structure, on the right you see discussion essay structure. The first of the two structures, so argument essay structure, in this structure the IELTS candidate makes a claim, so otherwise known as an argument, at the beginning of the essay, and then uses evidence to prove that claim. So this essay is written with assertive language to help persuade the reader of the writer's opinion. Concession may be used, but it is typically framed in a way that keeps it in line with the central argument. So in other words, the argument that the candidate puts forth in the argument essay is maintained from the essay's beginning to its end, and it's never countered. Okay, the discussion essay structure is different. The discussion essay structure is used to respond to questions that require analyzing before a conclusion is reached. So this kind of structure is often employed to address Task 2 questions that require the candidate discuss topics such as advantages and disadvantages, or problems and solutions, or perhaps varying opinions associated with a certain topic. You know, sometimes you see those essay questions that instruct you to discuss this topic or discuss this statement. It'll have a statement, and then the instructions words are discuss this, and that's when you would employ this sort of structure. Because the candidate is required to provide a balanced analysis of the topic, their opinion is not shared at the beginning of the essay. Instead, the candidate uses the beginning of their essay to objectively declare the topics that will be analyzed through the rest of the essay. And that's what I'm trying to show here with the colors. So these are different colors because we're looking at different sides of the same topic, versus on the argument essay side where it's all the same color because we're putting forth our position. We're stating clearly what our position is on the topic, and we're maintaining this position throughout the entire essay and trying to convince the reader to agree with our stance on a certain position. But that's not the case in the discussion essay. So here we're looking at perhaps the opinions of other people, perhaps the advantages in one paragraph, the disadvantages. So it's sort of an essay structure that weighs different sides of a topic and then finally comes to a reasoned conclusion. And I've put this in green to to kind of represent that green is the area where the writer's opinion comes into effect. So on the argument essay side, you see it's green from start to finish, and on the discussion essay side, you see we're looking at different sides of a topic before coming to a reasoned conclusion. Okay, so the analyzing of these positions is carried out, and minor conclusions are drawn in the supporting paragraphs of the essay. And it is in the concluding paragraph that the IELTS candidate clearly states their position on the topic, which is logically derived from the discoveries made following the look at other positions on whatever the given topic is. So thus, when compared, and I'll just zoom out here a little bit to make it easier for you to see. Okay, so when compared, it is clear that the two essay structures are opposite in several ways. So where the argument essay structure declares the candidate's position at the beginning of the essay, the discussion essay structure reveals this at the end. The argument essay structure maintains a consistent effort to prove a position throughout the body of the essay. The discussion essay structure looks objectively at several sides of a topic and then bases a conclusion on what is discovered. Okay, so I hope that short video gives you a very general overview of argument and discussion essay structure and how they are different and how they fulfill the needs of different Task 2 question types. So in the following couple of videos, we will look more deeply at these two essay structures, and I will demonstrate how you can apply them to your IELTS Task 2 response. Thank you for listening.